Hello, welcome back guys. If you're new to this channel, welcome. If you've been here before, welcome back. Today I am about to do another recipe for you. I am about to make dinner and I just wanted you guys to see what I'm about to make for dinner. Today I will be making some garlic, tomato and chicken for you, along with some other stuff that I'll be putting with it. But I want you to see how I make my chicken with garlic and tomatoes. Guys, so are you ready for this recipe? Coming back here to cook for you guys, I felt like I haven't been cooking in forever. I was in Barbados, people were feeding me. I came home, my husband was cooking for himself when I was in Barbados. Now that I'm back, he stopped cooking, okay? And I'm not happy about that because I like it when he cooks. His food is good. But anyway, we're gonna make some chicken today with some garlic and tomato. It's gonna be good. I want you to see how I do it. First, let's start here. I have some of my ingredients here, but I shall show you. I have my garlic right here. Over here, I have some celery. I have a whole bunch of onions because I love to cook with a lot of onions, guys. If you know me, this is red onions. I love to cook with onions. And I have half a red pepper and half a yellow pepper. Over here, I have some seasoning. Now, let me tell you a little bit about this, guys. I have a video up there that tells you how to make that. That is what we call Bajan seasoning. Usually Caribbean make the seasoning just like that. There's onions and garlic and scallions and chopped up really finely with black pepper and thyme and parsley and different spices that's added to it. I chop it up with a little bit of lemon and so on. So this gold right here, if you're making some fish, season your fish with this, it's delicious, delicioso. But today we're making chicken, okay? But I want to season up my chicken with that, so let me show you how I do that. First, with my chicken right here, I have them cut in strips. I cut the chicken in strips like that, but I left this piece so that I can show you. So we're gonna cut like some strips right here. And so these are the strips that I'm going to use, and this is what my strips look like. So what I'm going to do right now is, let me just I have a plate right here. I'm going to put all this on the plate right here. I'm going to take a little bit of my seasoning that has already been chopped up, guys. This looks good and it smells delicious. And I'm going to season. Now, if you take your chicken and you marinate it with this like a day before, so you put it down, all this seasonings marinate into your meat, whether you're doing fish, whatever meat, pork you may be doing. If you have this in your refrigerator, this is all you need. You don't need anything else because all the spices is in here. You marinate your meat with this, put it in the refrigerator, leave it there for at least a day, 12, 24 hours. Delicious, delicious. Okay. So I have my meat marinated right here. So I'm gonna go over the stove. As I said, if you want it to be really soaked in, it to be really good, you will leave it longer than, right now I'm doing it here and I'm just gonna cook it right away. But if you want it to be really soaked in really good, make sure you season it ahead of time. Put it in the refrigerator and ready when you're ready to cook, just get it. Oh, it's delicious. Let's go over to the stove, guys. I have my pan here. So in my pan, maybe about a 1/4 cup of olive oil. I'm gonna give this a minute to warm up. My stove is on medium high. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and put my chicken in there. So now we're gonna go ahead and turn our chicken. You just want a little brown on the chicken, because the thing about chicken breast is if you cook it too long, it becomes tough. So you don't want to cook it too long. So I just want to brown it a little and then you'll take it off. So now I'm going to go ahead and take my chicken out. I'm going to place the chicken on a plate that I have here. With all this flavor and everything, what I'm going to do is add my garlic in here. That's about 8 pods of garlic. And I'm going to mix that in here, stir that in here. Always be careful with your garlic. You don't want your garlic to burn, because if your garlic burns, it's going to leave a bitter taste in your food. I'm going to go ahead and add my onions. That's a lot of onions, guys. I use 1 whole large onion. You don't have to use all of that, because that's a lot. But we like onions here, so I use a lot of onions. But you can use half of an onion if you want to. Or just use a whole onion, make your food taste good. Over here, I said I have a half of red pepper and a half of yellow pepper. Mix that in there. And I'm going to leave this here for a couple minutes. Oh, one more thing I forgot to add in. That's my celery in there. Mix this in here too. We can let it sweat down for a little bit, because the tomatoes, we're not going to put the tomatoes in yet. Okay? So leave that for a minute to sweat down, and then I'll be right back. Okay, guys. So our onion and everything has been sweating down here. So over here, I have some tomatoes. This is the canned tomatoes. I'm just going to add that in there. It's just a can of tomatoes. And just continue to let this sweat down for a little bit. I'm going to add a little bit of water to that. Add some ketchup to that. Stir it up. So as this starts to sweat down, I'm going to add a few more things to it. I'm going to add, this is 1 tablespoon of butter. I have here 1 tablespoon of pepper flakes, 1 tablespoon of parsley flakes, 1 tablespoon, not tablespoon, teaspoon. Sorry, did I say tablespoon? Tablespoon. Okay, teaspoon of parsley flakes, teaspoon of pepper flakes, teaspoon of paprika, and a teaspoon of garlic powder. So I'm going to put all this in here. We're flavoring it up. Those are all teaspoons. We put those in here. We mix everything up really nice. I'm going to let this sweat down a little more. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to add my chicken back in there. And let it cook down, and that's it. Then once it cooked down some more, we're going to taste it and see if we need to add salt, because you know me, I don't like to just add salt because I don't use a lot of salt, so I have to taste it first. So far there's no salt in there, but I will taste it in a little bit. Guys, now I'm going to add a little bit of salt. Ooh, that's a lot. Look, I always add a little bit at a time, and then you can taste it and see if it's enough for you. Especially if you're a person that don't like, you know, maybe high blood pressure or something. You don't want to be using a lot of salt. So you put a little bit in, you taste it and see how it tastes. So I'm going to taste this. It tastes good to me. Should I put some more salt in it? Taste it. Because I didn't put any salt in. No more salt? Okay. Guys, no more salt. I just give it to Charles to taste. He said, perfect. No more salt. This is all done. This is my garlic, chicken, tomato, chicken.
Garlic, tomato, chicken.
garlic tomato chicken is all done, guys. I'm gonna serve this up in a few minutes and taste it and tell you exactly what it tastes like. All right, guys, chicken is all done. Look over here. We have our chicken with tomatoes and garlic, and of course there's some other things in there as well. You saw. I'm gonna go ahead and serve it and taste it and tell you exactly what it tastes like. Let me start over here on this plate. I have here some potatoes. This is some regular potatoes here. I mixed it with some sweet potato and English potato mixed together, and I mashed it, and I have some melody vegetables here as well. So let me go ahead and take a piece of chicken, add it here on my plate, and I'm going to take some of the tomatoes and onions and so on and add on here as well, and a little bit of the sauce. You can put a little bit of the sauce on here. And this is my dinner for today. I'm going to go ahead and taste it and tell you exactly what it tastes like. So let me take a little bit of the potatoes and a little bit of the chicken. First, let me taste the chicken first before I taste the potatoes. So let me taste this one first. Guys, it's a little spicy because I put the 1 teaspoon of pepper flakes in there. If you don't like spice, don't put the pepper flakes in there. This is delicious. This is a nice meal that you can make in the evening. This is really quick. It doesn't take a long time at all. You can instead of the potatoes, you can make rice to go with this. You can make any kind of vegetables. You saw the stuff that I add in here. You can add that. Then you have your potato. You get a little bit of the gravy in there with it, and get the two together. That's a good dinner. I mix the sweet potato and English potato together so it has that little sweetie taste, a little hint of sweet to it. It's really good, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you had fun. I had fun making this. I hope you can go ahead and try making some for your family. Don't forget to share, like, subscribe, and leave me a comment. I love to read your comments. Until next time, bye-bye.